Okay, are none of these working? What just bit me? Oh, hello, it's a spooter. Come here, spooter. What are you doing down here? Wretched little things. Oh, I should probably mention, if you are even mildly arachnophobic, there is a button to play this game that turns, well, basically turns the spooters off, so it makes them into something a lot less, icky, we'll say.
Performing the duties of his office.
Digby C. Caesar.
No.
Well, hey everybody, thanks for stopping by. I am Digby, this is Fred, and today we are back in Satisfactory, where we are hopefully going to be powering this place up today. So, yeah, I've actually been, as you can see from the completed platform, and are about to see from everything else, I've been playing on this a lot off camera, just basically getting ready to switch to the coal power, actually just have power full stop. So yeah, I basically built 3 coal generators. I've got the coal lines all ready to rock and roll. We've got water coming up the hill to it. In fact, let me... Oh, hello, Fred. Have you actually brought me anything? No, Fred has not brought me anything. Now, the downside of having Fred up here on the platform is I have to kind of sneak off to the side a little bit so he doesn't follow me down. Basically, I don't want him to get hurt. So, Fred, buddy, you stay up there. And I am going to go down here and take a look at the coal plant. Yeah, I have been a very, very busy beaver on this game. Okay, so if everything goes according to plan, the gold's going to come up here into this storage box, which I've added basically as a buffer. So that way if, like, something happens down below, we'll still have coal getting fed into the system. But yeah, I then ran that up top to a bunch of splitters and the little conveyor drop-down things, so that each of the 3 coal generators is getting fed coal. And then we ran the water up. In fact, I can show you how that's working. And yeah, we basically got 3 water harvesters down here that feed into this pipe, which then runs up to this pump, and then it goes all the way up to the top through a various, like, series of pumps. In fact, I think I put a pump on every single level just to make sure it would be able to get up there. And I've not tested this yet, so I don't know if this system is actually going to work. I mean, in theory it should, because the blocks, I mean, the pump will send it up, I think it's, what does it say, 10 meters? Okay, yeah, no, it's got a head lift of 20 meters on it, and I made sure that every one of these was basically 2.5 blocks up, which is 2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's like 6 meters above. So these are technically only pumping up 6 rather than the 10 or 20 or whatever it is they're allowed to do. Also over here, we've got this coal deposit and that coal deposit, which are going to join up in that splitter. Whoop. Which are going to join up in that splitter, and then they come running all the way up over the hill, and they meet up with the other 2 coal deposits I've got going on, somewhere over here. Yeah, they basically feed into this thing, which turns it at an angle, and then all of that gets merged and sent up to the power center. Okay, I've given this a quick looking over, just to make sure that, like, all the power poles are connected to each other, and... Oh, hello, Fred. Ah, you haven't brought me anything, Fred. You know what? That's kind of cute, though. I can pet you. Oh, Fred is an awesome doggo. So, yeah, basically all I need to do now is kind of jumpstart the system a little bit, because as soon as the coal generators begin receiving the water and the coal, they'll start putting the power out. But until they start receiving water and coal, we've got nothing. So I'm thinking the quickest way to do that is I am going to build a crappy... Oh, actually, you know what? I'm half tempted. Let's add a couple more foundations to this real quick. Just kind of square that up so my OCD will basically stop yelling at me. And yeah, I think I'm going to build a couple of biofuel thingies real quick. And these will be just temporary. But yeah, we'll build a couple of these up here. We'll hook them up to the system. So, power line. Boop you out here. Boop you out there. Boop you to there. Alright, yeah, let's fire it up. And hopefully this will run long enough for the coal to kick in.
5 minutes later.
Okay, are none of these working? What just bit me? Oh, hello, it's a spooter. Come here, spooter. What are you doing down here? Wretched little things. Oh, I should probably mention, if you are even mildly arachnophobic, there is a button to play this game that turns, well, basically turns the spooters off. So it makes them into something a lot less icky, we'll say. Now, as I was trying to figure out, why am I not getting any friggin' water down here? Are the poles not connected or something? Okay, then they run up the hill to this one, which is then connected to that one, to that one, to that one, and on up the line. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, I think I see where the gap is. Hold on, we can sort this out. Okay, yep, therein lies the problem. So, I apparently forgot to put a power pole over here to then connect up to here somewhere. Actually, how about we? Because I'm OCD and I don't like these things, like, overlapping other things. So how about we put that one there? And we can run it to there. Oh, okay, we apparently just broke the entire power grid. Alright, well, let's go look and see if we can figure out what the problem is. Could you maybe get off my ramp, please? Thank you. Alright, I'm just gonna guess that essentially I don't have enough power running through the system. So how about we make a couple more of these bloody things, if I can. I'm missing one iron plate. Alright, well, we'll try 3 and see if that's going to be enough to power the system. So, oh, I should probably put fuel in that, shouldn't I? Okay, are we ready now? That looks a little bit better. I mean, the capacity is 90 megawatts and the consumption is 80, so that is actually cutting it quite close. Okay, let's run down the system real quick and check everything. Alright, well, oh, okay, the water's made it this far. The flow rate's kind of pathetic, but it made it. Oh, did I not? I bet I didn't. I bet I added this power pole up here and forgot to use it to power the pump. So that will hopefully perk the flow rate up a little bit. Oh, yes, indeed it did. Generator, generator, and the survey says... Okay, we are putting out 150 megawatt capacity and we're using 90. So we are definitely going to need another coal generator in the very near future. But that is fine. I think, again, I can split this up a little bit and it will be capable of maintaining the generators that we have. Okay, well, now that we got enough power going... Oh, hello, Fred. Have you found anything for me yet? Nope, nothing from Fred. Yeah, now that we got power going, I think it's time to start getting some resources up here and start doing some things with them. Now, to make a miner, I'm going to need... Okay, I can make all the miners I need if I make some portable ones first. So I've got 2 copper deposits. I think I've only got 1 iron and 1 stone, but that should be more than enough for now. So yeah, I'm going to go make a couple of portable miners, and then we will start setting up some production lines. Alright, well, it's been a couple of in-game days, but I've got miners on my 2 copper deposits. I have got copper running all the way back here to the factory, and in fact I've got 1 line ready to bring up here onto the factory floor. But I'm thinking... Hello, Fred. There's your lovin's for you. Yeah, I'm thinking before I set up my copper system, though, I'm probably going to want to make another coal furnace. So let's go take care of that real quick. In fact, what do I need for that? I need... Okay, I'm going to need 10 rotors and 20 reinforced plates. Ah, crap. That means I'm going to have to do a lot of handcrafting. Okay, behold the magnificence that is the copper production. Now, I will try and talk you through this as best I can. I don't know if I can make it make sense. I mean, hopefully it will make sense, but I did figure I should at least attempt to explain it. So essentially we've got our one, line of ore here, and I'm going to bring it into the system at this splitter. It's going to get split between this smelter, which is going to be making copper ingots, and then it's going to go across to this smelter, which will also be making copper ingots. Now, mathematically, that's going to be making 30 a minute, so we are going to be making 60 ingots a minute. Now, the 30 ingots a minute in this one is going to get divided between these two constructors, which will be making 2 wire at 30 per minute, and then, of course, that's getting split again. So, basically, we've got 2 smelters feeding 4 constructors that are all going to make wire. Now, the wire's going to come into here and get merged up into the middle. The wire from this one is actually going to get split and then remerged over here and basically sent to the constructor that's making wire, which is, or cable rather, that's also going to be making 30 a minute. And we've got another merger in the middle, so the wire's going to go straight into the middle. Basically, it's getting kind of double and triple split, but it's also getting remerged here. And essentially, if it all works right, we will be having 4 constructors making wire as fast as they can, and 4 constructors making cable as fast as they can, and our one little line of copper is going to basically be feeding all of our copper needs and all of our cable, or all of our wire needs and all of our cable needs, until basically the end of time. So, I don't know if I've got this 100%. I mean, I followed my diagram as closely as I could. And I do know it works because I had it set up on my old save and it worked brilliantly. Now I think what we're going to do is we're going to bring the, power across first. So yes, I'll have another power line, please and thank you. Park that right about there-ish. And then I will run it into the main system. Okay, that should have just drawn a lot more. I was going to say, the numbers should have really gone up there. In fact, hold on, let's see how badly they go up. Okay, nothing's drawing on anything. Oh, you know what? It's not going to draw power yet, because I haven't actually got it running yet. So, as soon as I connect the belt, it's going to go basically a little bit nuts. Alright, we're using 64.7, should be fine. Alright, cross your fingers and hope this works, because if I screwed this up, it is going to take me forever to get it sorted back out again.
Little roller up along first, behind the bag! It gets through Buckner!
Okay, well I'm not sure where I goofed it up, but apparently I did goof it up, because it's not operating the way it's meant to. I mean, they might have actually changed, the production numbers and stuff between the updates, but I am entirely too lazy and too, basically incompetent to go through and do all the math myself. So yeah, this is just going to have to do for now. Alright, well, there we go. We've got the second line of copper brought up. We are currently making copper sheets, and I've been sitting here staring at this for a little bit, and I think where I went wrong is probably somewhere in the middle with the splitters and mergers. I think I might have goofed something up in there, so I'm going to have to go back to my old save again and actually look that over and make sure I didn't completely screw it up. I mean, it is functioning. It's doing exactly what we needed it to do. It's producing wire, it's producing cable, and, well, now it's producing copper sheets as well. And yeah, it's filling up pretty quick, so I don't think it's going to take too long. Well, wire's going to take a little longer, but that actually won't be so bad. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be too many more days before we have the storage containers completely full. And there is another splitter. I don't know if I can show it to you or not. I will try. I just don't want to have to run all the way back across the board. Yeah, way back there you can see there's another splitter behind that smelter, so if we do end up needing to do something else with the copper, I can divide it up again. So yeah, that's not that big a deal. Now, before we finish this episode, I got one thing left that I want to do. Oh, there we go. Okay, now we've got a chainsaw. I can finally start doing some friggin' landscaping. And in the words of the immortal Jeremy Clarkson,
I am the god of Hellfire!
oh, that feels so much better. Okay, well, we have officially got our factory underway, and we have got copper pretty much sorted out, I feel. So, yeah, I think in between this episode and the next, I'm going to, well, basically run my steel up here and set that all up, and then we'll get concrete up here as well, because we're really going to need to expand this platform a lot. So, yeah, I'll get all that done in between this episode and the next, and then in the next episode, we can start working on unlocking some of the tech tiers. In fact, I wanted to take a quick look and just see what else we can do before we go. So, we are currently working on improved combat, and our other choices were vehicular transport, steel production, and then when we get to T4, we're going to have advanced steel hyper tubes. That's one I really want to do. Logistics Mark III is going to be really handy. And yeah, the fix-it blueprints, so we can do the build gun and all the other crap. And once we get all that out of the way, we can actually do the next level, the space elevator. But yeah, we got a lot done in this one. We got the power hooked up and set up. We got copper sorted out. And as always, I have been Digby. I thank you guys for stopping by. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Satisfactory. And yeah, I hope to see you for the next one.